Okay, y'all. So, one of the things, right? Something that was very hurtful to me was that people didn't understand, that I was misunderstood. You know, I was accused of being lazy. I was accused of, I'm very smart, but I'm not using it correctly. I was accused of all of these things when it's like all I did was work all my damn life, right? That's all I practically did was work all my life, right? And so I've been out here in these corporations getting mistreated, right? So I know what the fuck that feel like, right? I know what it feel like to fake, to think you just cool just because of some money. Like, I know what all that feel like, y'all. I used to do, oh my God. Money used to be so important to me. Money used to be, baby, you weren't next to me if you weren't giving me no money. Okay? I would never forget the time my little sister, Brittany, she was like, JJ. I came in the house, my family called me JJ. She's like, JJ, your pockets hanging out. You ain't got no money to have your pockets be inside out. It's like, your pockets hanging out. You ain't even got no money. I'm like, girl, bad. I started laughing. I pulled out so much money. I forget where I pulled it out from, but I'm like, girl, bad. Here's the money right here. Like, what you talking about? What you thinking, girl? You know, so I know that type of mentality. And that mentality right now, so when I look at people right now, and you got people dying, and you got relationships being fucked up, you know what I mean? You got regrets, you got all this, but yet you got people talking about some motherfucking money? Bitch, you could not be breathing tomorrow, and you talking about some motherfucking money? Did you see what 2020 did for us? Wiped our people the fuck out, and you talking about some motherfucking money? You idolizing some shit that's made, but you not respecting your relationships. You not respecting your time. You know what I mean? All this shit could be gone. As Myron Golden say, not tomorrow, today. Not tomorrow. It could be here today and gone today. Not here today and gone tomorrow. It could be here today and gone today. Right? But, you know, we take stuff like that for granted. And you got people out here fighting, taking money. You know, they want to be the ones to look like they got it. As, you know, a lot of people say that crab in a barrel mentality. I don't think it's a crab in a barrel mentality. I think it's a program mentality. A lot of people ain't used to having nothing, and you could tell. You could tell the people who ain't used to work having nothing. You could tell the people who this social media got their minds fucked up. These people on here, they could do what they could do. They could be who they want to be now. They could finally be who they want to be now on social media. They could freely be it. So again, you know, when people, they idolizing this money, you know, and they say, oh, you gotta work, you gotta work to pay bills. No, you don't. I mean, what type of work? Yeah, you have to work, and you have to make money to pay your bills, but not at the expense of your health, not at the expense of your mental health. You got people out here going crazy behind jobs. That's not what it's supposed to do. You're not supposed to be breaking your back for a job just so you can look and pretend like you got something. That shit fucked up. It's bad. It's not a good look. But you look around and it's all around. It's all around. So, y'all, I done got sidetracked and went on a rant. But this is what I was talking about. You know, a lot of times, the thing that I was dealing with is I felt misunderstood. You know, I felt like they didn't understand me. And again, I was being called lazy, all these types of things, you know what I mean? Because I wouldn't do what I used to do for money. I just didn't, you know, y'all, I didn't want to do it no more. I had people telling me basically like, shit, bitch, you can beat it. you know, we'll get another you. And I just don't like that. Don't be dismissing me in no relationship, and no job, and no nothing. So, you know, I start valuing my time. So one of the things, the reason I got on here to tell y'all was, a lot of times, you know, we be looking at outside people. We be looking at other people thinking like I say, it was very hurtful that I was misunderstood. I was being talked about. I was being criticized because, of course, they didn't see what I saw, right? So when that's happening and you being criticized and it's hurting you, and it's from people that you love, it's from your family members or whoever it's from, you want to look at yourself. You know, is your family members or the people that you love, is they coming from a place where you always do this, you always a fuck up, something always going on with you? Like, you have to ask yourself. You gonna really have to get deep and ask yourself. You can't just be like, you know, ignoring this. You had to really go deep and ask yourself, like, am I a fuck up? Is they talking about me because I'm a fuck up? Does this usually happen with me? So you got to get deep, right? And then sometimes you got to ask yourself, well, is my family members coming from a place of they scared? Is they speaking from a place of fear? Is they speaking from a place of projection? Because a lot of the people that you love and a lot of your family members, like, they don't have the mindset that you have. They ain't been to places that you been. They don't think the things that you think. You know, they not like you in that sense, and that's why they talking about you. So that's something that you had to understand as well, and you had to look at them, and you had to analyze yourself, and you had to say, okay, is they speaking from a place where they're scared? You know, because a lot of people out here is scared to follow their heart. A lot of people is out here scared to follow their dreams. A lot of people is out here scared to start over. A lot of people is scared, so they will put that projection on you and say things that plant fear, that plant seeds of doubt. Okay, they would say things that's plant seeds of doubt. So you had to be aware of that. So that's the reason I jumped on here, was to tell y'all, or to let y'all know that y'all had to analyze where your criticism or where your suggestions or so-called solutions is coming from. All right, y'all.